Not sure exactly when my camera stopped filming because the memory was full again, but I went ahead and planted 3 rows of mesclun, and here are the seeds I have left. I only have 2 rows left here that I can plant. So I have some, I think this is Crenshaw melon seeds that I saved. It's either honeydew or Crenshaw. French marigolds, giant marigolds. Okay, I definitely want to do some giant marigolds. Winter squash. I don't think I'm supposed to plant that yet. Prize head lettuce. I'm going to direct seed that, I think. Another winter squash. Sweet lightning. And we should eat cabbage. So I think I'm going to do the cabbage and the marigolds for my last 2 rows. And then we'll wait for these to germinate. I found out with turnips, and I think with cabbage and carrots, from what I'm reading. Are there any seeds in here? This is the heirloom cabbage. Micheli cabbage. Found out that they actually get sweeter if they get a chance to get cold. Oh, okay, good. None of the seeds fell. I just dumped over a packet. So I'll probably transplant these outside pretty soon, or I guess there's ways to get them cold at home. I wonder if people do that. Use like the fridge or the freezer. That seems like cheating, doesn't it? But we all have fridges and freezers. Like I'm using some kind of crazy technology. I'm not being very careful with these. I don't think these say how deep. I'm going to do some about a 1/2 inch deep, and then the other ones I did really surface. These will be deeper. See which ones do better. Oh, there's one left. There's 2 less seeds there. Get. They're so tiny. Just think that's going to grow into a whole head of cabbage. Okay, here are my giant marigolds. Last row. These are heirloom. 2. Heirloom, I think, means that they were passed on from generation to generation, so that might mean they harvested them from a previous year's crop, which I think is awesome. That's what I'm trying to do too with my own seeds. So I think I will do 4 marigolds here, and at the end I'll put 2 cantaloupe, and I'll have to write that on my little chart that I'm making. And I'm putting more than 1 seed in here for the marigolds, so it might turn out to be 3 or 4, and I'll have to thin them out as they grow. Okay, so I can't resist putting some of my own seeds that I saved in there. So all I did was save these from a melon that I ate. Oh, and there's this one's acorn squash or pumpkin. Anyway, I'd let them dry out. And I kept some of them with the pulp. I keep wondering if that would help or not. So they're totally dry, and then I put them in here. And this has a little hole for ventilation. But my other kind of seeds I put in things like this that I saved. Or envelope. Okay, whatever this is, I'm going to plant this. Some kind of squash, pumpkin, or melon. Which I already have corn and beans going. Put this pretty deep. Okay, I'm going to water these again. So corn, beans, and squash are called the 3 sisters, and they grow traditionally really well together. Here we go with more water. You can hear my microwave going off. I'm heating up some oatmeal. They say it's good to spritz them after the first time, so you can be delicate on the seedlings and the seeds. I've probably killed a few seedlings with my rough watering before, if you can ever call watering rough. Sorry, I'm kind of shaky still because I'm coming off of a fast yesterday, and all I've had is, today is the Thrive lifestyle mix so far. I get to have a good lunch today because I'm taking my mom out to lunch. Okay, let's put the lid on. That's gonna fog up. So now we have 72 times 2 is at 144 seeds going. Feels good to have things started up. Oh, also, over here, if you can see, I have just 3 going, and they have that cauliflower in them. 1, 2, 3. And I kind of composted some of the peas that didn't survive hardening into this soil. And this is the soil they were growing in. One thing about peas and beans, legumes as